Today I want to talk about conductors and insulators. So I have a simple way devised, which I call the Law of Four. And to be clear, this is not a scientific law, this is my own law. And when we talk about conductors, let's just draw a simple atom with its valence rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the electrons, so we know we're going to have 4 protons in there, and we're going to have neutrons to balance it out. So with the Law of Four, what it says is if we have less than 4 electrons in the outer valence ring, we will have a good conductor. So this one has 4. So if we erase one, it becomes a conductor because it's less than 4. If it has, that should be a minus. If it has more than 4 electrons in the outer valence ring, let's put another one in, it becomes an insulator. So conductors is less than 4, and insulators are more than 4. What it is when you have 4 or more than 4, you have a very stable atom. And when we send other electrons at it, they can absorb it, but they will not release that electron, so it doesn't move on. So the electrons stop there, insulating the flow of electricity. However, if it has less than 4, we're going to erase a few of these. So this one only has 2, so it has less than 4 electrons in the outer valence ring. Electrons will come in and bounce off it and move to the next. So it will begin to flow, making it a good conductor. Now the best conductors have 1 electron in the outer valence ring. 2 and 3 is still good. Conductors such as copper, very good. Silver, very good. Gold. Steel is a good conductor. Not the best, but it's good. And the steel frame of a vehicle or a truck is usually what makes up the return path. So we bring a copper wire as a good conductor into the tool we're using, and then it finds its way back to ground. So they're both good conductors. Now insulators, the best insulator is oxygen and nitrogen. You can run electricity, two wires beside each other, and electricity flows through them. If you did that in a vacuum without oxygen and nitrogen, the electricity would jump back and forth. You've probably seen those spheres you can get where electricity jumps around. Because in a vacuum, there's nothing insulating that electricity through that wire. Electrical wires today have insulating plastic varnish on them, so the electrons can't jump around. So the insulator, such as glass, wood, stuff like this, does not let electrons travel through it, so it stops the flow of electricity. So, less than 4 is a conductor, more than 4 is an insulator. What about 4? What about ones with 4? Make sure I got 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a semiconductor. Semiconductor. So, with a semiconductor, it can go either way. And the basis of electronics is based on the semiconductor. So we take materials and we create electrons with 4 electrons in the, or atoms with 4 electrons in the outer valence ring, call them a semiconductor, and we know we can manipulate these so they become a conductor or an insulator.